Welcome to Lefkada. It's a lovely morning. It's 7:30 a.m. It's our final day here, and we just thought we would have our Greek coffee and just have a chat about some of the trip thus far, because as of today, my brother and I are separating and going on different paths. So I'll introduce him. This is my brother Archie. Archie, how are you?
G'day, Ziggy. Yassas.
Yassas. Now, as we're having our coffee and it's a lovely morning.
Is there any other type of morning in Lefkada except beautiful?
Not at all with Greek coffee and some Greekisms to go with that. So that's what I wanted to just have a chat about this morning, about the Greekisms. Now, you've been to Thessaloniki. We ended up coming through Athens, Meteora, and meeting you in Florina, and then coming down to Lefkada. And along the way, we've had a few Greekisms. We've had a few Greeks who have made us laugh.
Oh yes, they sure have. They're always ready for a bit of banter, and they've got a great sense of humour. Even despite what's going on in the country, it's like, you know, life has to go on.
Yeah, and I do want to have a chat about that just at the end, about the crisis, because it has been interesting just chatting, asking them what's the crisis been like and how. But before that, we. Do you want to mention a few of the, maybe one of the ones in?
It was funny, you know, when we were in Nympheo, and we met that elderly gentleman, Kid Andoni, and we started
walking.
Tiri,
έφτιαξε το τυρί.
That's right. They said, αν θέλετε τυρί.
Σον και καλά, αυτός ήθελε να μας δώσει τυρί.
Θέλεις δεν θέλεις, θα σου δώσει τυρί.
Ναι.
Και λέει, ελάτε μαζί μας. So we're travelling along this cobblestone path, and you know, us Aussies, Greek Aussies are used to small talk.
Yeah.
So you know, I thought I'd find out a bit more about Kirandoni, and I said, Kirandoni, εσείς σε αυτό το χωριό γεννηθήκατε? And he just turned around and looked at me like I'd come down from Mars, and he goes, Emi πού αλλού στις Βρυξέλλες? You can't help but laugh, because you think, you know, it's almost like you're saying, well, that's a silly question. Where else do you expect me to have been born?
I know, that's gold. And the 80-plus-year-old ended up giving me a lift in his truck. I thought we were going to go over the edge as we were sort of...
You took your life into your own hands.
I did take my life, but he forced me to take 2 kanates of tiri. Anyway, what about, there was another one last night as we were coming down to get, coming out to dinner where we're staying. We just sort of walked down and we end up right at where all the tavernas are.
Yeah.
And as I always like to do, you got the hawkers out front and say, Yassas, Kalispera.
Περάστε εδώ.
Περάστε, and I said, πάμε πιο κάτω, θα δούμε. Anyway, one of the first ones who have always been bumping into, at night, again last night, I was walking past, I said, Yassas, and then Katina, my wife, heard him once I walked past, όλο Yassas και χαιρετάτε και δεν περνάτε μέσα να φάτε. I thought that was pretty cool. I thought that was pretty good. But where we ate at the 12 Gods was just amazing.
It was beautiful.
You know, we had Yoros there, looked after us, and...
Yeah. And when I came for a joke, I said, τι τον κρατάς τον αδελφό μου εδώ μέσα, διώξ' τον από το εστιατόριο. He started laughing. It was just, you know, they've got a good sense of humour.
Yeah.
It's very easy to get along with, and it's actually a very enjoyable experience, not only from a culinary aspect, just from the Greek spirit, just from the attitude towards life and things in general. You know?
Well, I love it, and that's what comes to the Greek, you know, talking about the Greek crisis, and as we've been going around, we have been asking, you know, our uncles and friends and others who have been meeting along, you know, πώς τα περνάτε εδώ με την κρίση, you know, and you see that positive sort of spirit come out.
Absolutely.
And there was a lot of joking from, you know, Miltiadi, who we saw, on that.
Yeah, it's interesting, you know. He said, look, the best way to explain this is that in the European Union, he goes, I'll give you an example. In the European Union, everyone has to contribute to the funds that the European Union has, and Greece is no exception. He said, I'll give you an analogy as to how the Greeks, what the Greek contribution is. He said, it's like a glass of water, and everyone puts in like a marble or something from all the different nations.
I think you got to say this one in Greek. You got to say it in Greek
Okay.
to our Aussie friends, but just bear with us for a second.
Ναι, λοιπόν, και έλεγε, παιδιά, αυτό που δίνει η Ελλάδα στην Ευρώπη είναι, λέει, όλοι βάζουν κάτι μέσα σε ένα σαν μπουκάλι, τι είναι νερό, ένα μπουκάλι νερό, λέει, και όλοι πρέπει να βάλουν μέσα, όπως δίνουν λεφτά στην Ευρωπαϊκή κοινότητα, είναι σαν να βάζουν κάτι μέσα σε ένα μπουκάλι νερό. Και ψάχνανε μερικοί και λένε, αυτό που έβαλε η Ελλάδα, πού πήγε, δεν φαίνεται. Λέει, ο Έλληνας έβαλε, είναι σαν ασπιρίνη που διαλύεται και χάνεται, δεν φαίνεται όταν βάζει ο Έλληνας μέσα στο νερό, γι' αυτό δεν φαίνεται. That was a good analogy.
Είναι εκεί μέσα.
Αλλά μέσα
μόνο
είναι,
που δεν φαίνεται.
μόνο που δεν μπορείς να το δεις.
Εντάξει, I love it. I love it. Theo Leko, who we saw up in Ptolemeda, it was interesting that he, when he was asked about the κρίση, he said, δεν το βάζουμε κάτω. Δεν το βάζουμε κάτω. And it was the same thing that the captain said on the boat who interviewed yesterday. We were just saying, we just go on, like, what's the option?
Yeah.
But there are a lot of people who, would, different cultures and whatever, would say, would get really down on themselves, and then even though the alternative is bad, would still get down on themselves, whereas here, the Greeks just still like to enjoy themselves and just remain positive.
Well, yeah, it's an optimism, it's an optimism that, I remember at one restaurant, we were talking about this, and the guy was asking us, how was life in Australia? And I said to him, I gave him a little bit of an account, and I said, look, here things are quite tough, obviously. He said, at the end of it, he said, you know what, if you've got your health, everything else is possible. I think that sums it up, really. And I've been here 3 times since 2008, so pre-crisis, and twice since the crisis. And every time I get into the taxi, when I arrive at the airport, I get greeted with the same response. Γεια σας, τι κάνετε? And the response from the taxi driver has always been, δόξα τω Θεώ.
Yeah, love it.
Είμαστε καλά.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love it.
Yeah. And it's good.
Yeah.
And look, we keep on saying it in Australia, is that, as long as you got your health, but we always want more, naturally, but here they really do, they live it.
They really do believe that if you've got your health, with time, you can probably work your way out of a problem, and find the solution to the situation.
Yeah, well, it's fantastic. Thanks for coming on the show.
No worries.
Thanks for travelling. Thanks for travelling.
I love travelling.
Especially in Greece. We meet so many characters.
Yeah.
Hey, it's been so much fun. And you're off to Patra.
Yep, we're down to Patra for a few days, and then Athens, and going home.
And I'm off to Rhodes.
Beautiful.
Yeah, for a couple more weeks. So from Archie and Ziggy here at GRTV, Yassas.